plaintiff, Cheryl Palmatier, says the defendant is her son, and she basically raised him on her own. At the age of 15, Cheryl says the defendant left home and dropped out of school, and that's when he started getting into trouble with the law. Cheryl's suing her son for an unpaid loan. Defendant Lucas Byrazon says his mother was never there for him as a child because she was working 2 jobs. Lucas claims the reason he left home was because his mother's boyfriend threatened him, and the first time he went to jail was when he was 15. Lucas is countersuing his mother for car repairs.
Tell me what happened here.
Well, let me give you a little bit of history on this. When my son was 8 months old, his father had decided not to be part of our life. And although he has had stepfathers, he's never really had a parent besides myself.
They didn't help parent him?
Alcohol, drugs.
Gotcha.
You know, fun.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, so when he was 5 years old, he was diagnosed with ADHD. And I've had all kinds of trouble with him since then. But when he was 15...
He had counseling, and was it necessary?
No, not really.
Counseling?
Back then, they didn't do much for you. The school just said he needed it. So the doctor just prescribed something for him.
Did you try the medication?
I did, but he wouldn't take it. He said it made him feel bad.
Okay.
Because it did.
Okay. Go ahead.
When he was 15, he decided to move out by himself, and he dropped out of school. And since he moved out, he got into more trouble. He was in so much trouble. When he was 16, he decided to break into a police impound lot to steal radios out of cars. And then when the police caught him, you know, when the police caught him, then they frisked him, and he said they were sexually assaulting him. So he started calling them names and stuff. So then they threw him down and beat him up. And then he came with me with bruises and stuff. So I tried to find a lawyer to fight the case, but nobody would touch it.
How old are you now?
31.
All right, what has happened since then?
He has tried to straighten his life out.
Good.
And
has it worked?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Well, when he had his girlfriend, she helped straighten him out.
Okay.
You know, and then they had gotten married and got a couple kids.
Okay.
So, but he was having problems with jobs, so he decided to open his own business. Then he started having trouble not paying his bills.
Okay, and I suppose you're about to talk about the loan. Let me allow him to give some background. Sir?
Yeah, she had stepfathers around for me, but she worked 2 jobs. She was never around herself. She didn't.
What do you think she did with the money?
I don't know. I didn't really see none.
She took care of you. That's why she had to work 2 jobs. She was raising you by herself. Go ahead. What else?
Well, I mean, when I was 15 years old, you know, she got into a fight, and this is the reason why I moved out is because I got into a fight with one of her boyfriends at the time. He threatened to throw me down a flight of steps, and you know, I told her I was leaving because he didn't want me there. Told her to come with me. She said no, so I left. I moved out when I was 15. Moved in with some friends, dropped out of school, started getting into trouble. First time I went to jail, I was 15.
How much of your trouble with the law do you attribute to your ADHD?
None. I contribute it to, you know, her not being around, letting me move out at 15.
Blame your mother, because she worked 2 jobs.
You know, you still got to be a parent. You still got to raise them, make sure they're in the house, going to school.
You won't have a house if you don't work. You won't have a house to make sure you're in. You'll be in the homeless shelter. Now, we got your point. You blame your mother for all your troubles because she had to work 2 jobs. What else you want me to know? Because your ADHD had nothing to do with it.
Well, I mean, after I got in and out of jail a few times, you know, I went to jail when I was 17 for shoplifting, trying to keep a roof over my head. You know, and she didn't want to come bail me out. I sat 6 months. I got out 2 days before my 18th birthday. You know.
In adult jail, obviously.
Yeah.
At age 17, that's where you go. What else?
Well, since then, you know, I mean, I decided to get out of trouble. I have 2 children now.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really have a bad job history, you know, in my adult years. My last job I had for over 4 years, you know, before I decided to open up my own business.
So you had to loan him money, obviously, for this business.
Yes, sir.
How much?
$3,900.
When was he to repay you?
He was supposed to pay some every month but he said he was going to get a lot
How
of money.
many months has he paid you?
None.
None? How long has it been?
It's just been September, but he said that he was gonna get some big money from the shop and pay me off because
When did he say he would pay you off, though?
as soon as he got the money, it was coming in any week.
Did he get the money?
No, sir. He closed the shop, but he said he would make regular payments and he had money on him when he could have paid me.
When was the first payment to be made?
October. He said.
All right, let's see it.
He said he wouldn't pay me any money.
That's your point? Oh, he told you he wouldn't pay you at all?
After that.
Sir?
She said that she was telling one of our family members that she didn't really expect the money back because, you know, she never put me through school or any of that stuff, and she said
Here
that
we go again.
I didn't say it. She said it.
Go get your violin. Did you waive?
No, sir.
Amend it? And you'd have to amend it in writing. This is this isn't an agreement.
I do have a promissory
note. A written agreement, so you have to
Yes,
amend written agreements in writing. So that's your defense, obviously. She didn't put me through school. She was the bad mama. She had to work 2 jobs, and I was all by myself.
Pretty much.
Oh, gotcha. $300 is your counterclaim for car repair, sir. How does she owe you?
Because what I owned was an auto repair shop. I put a motor in one of her vehicles for her.
And the $3,900 she loaned you, was that towards your business?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me get it right. She loaned you $3,900 for the same business. And then when she came to you for a $300 repair and hasn't paid, a little late on the payments, you say, I'll sue her. I got you, sir. You are totally confused about everything. $3,900 is your judgment, ma'am. There's no defense that my mama didn't take care of me as a kid. D had to work 2 jobs. By the way, I dropped out when I was 16. Same thing. Didn't blame my mother, though. Just decided I didn't want to go. Have a good day. Your claim for $300 is dismissed. Did you agree to pay him? The $300?
No, I did not.
All right, and I believe her. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, Judge Mathis. My name is Justin. If my ex agreed to pay me child support, but we don't have an official child support order, can I sue her in small claims court if she breaches our agreement?
You know, Justin, this happens in my court all the time. And unfortunately, any agreement you and your ex make outside of the court for the care of your child cannot be legally enforced. If you want to hold your ex to a specific monthly amount, you'll need to seek a child support order from your family court so they can assess the proper amount so that you or the child won't be cheated.